Hey, random people out there on the internet. So here's the next installment for the birdhouse. You can go back and watch the other videos if you like. Basically, we're making a birdhouse out of mesquite, bunch of little strips, glued them together. Again, you can go back and look at the other ones if you want to see all those details. The next step was to start the assembly process. Now, I've stated in other videos in the past that whenever you're gluing something, when you glue to the end grain, it doesn't adhere as well. And the reason for that, of course, is that it's very porous and the glue gets off in there and it really doesn't have great contact. So in order for me to have a nice contact on here without using any kind of fasteners, I need to have more space to glue. So, for instance, this is the back of my birdhouse and this here is the front. It goes like this. Actually, it's the other way. It doesn't matter, but it goes like this. And then, we've got the bottom, which is this here, same size as this. That's going to go like this. Okay. So the idea is that we want to make sure we have lots of area to glue to. So that's the reason that you see what we've got going on here. And you see that we've attached all these little scraps around here, so that when we do glue something to it, you can see it's going to have more glue area that it'll be able to attach to, and it'll get stuck on there a lot better that way. So that's what we're doing right now. We'll be waiting for all this to dry up enough so that it'll adhere well enough. And then when I'm ready, I'll go ahead and start gluing this together and give you another update at that time as to how that project's coming along. So far, I think it's doing pretty good. Actually, my next step is to determine, again, which one is the front and bore a hole in there. Now, when it comes to boring holes, there's a dozen ways to do it. The easiest way to get a nice, clean hole is to use a Forstner bit. I have a set. Let me take a look at those real quick. Now these are Forstner bits, and what makes them special is that they shave all the way around very clean when it goes into the wood. It doesn't leave a lot of ragged surface, but the downside is the biggest Forstner bit I have is this one here, which I think is about 1.25 inches. Actually, it's about 1.5 inches. If I use this one, then that's going to be a pretty small bird that can get into the birdhouse. We want it a little bit bigger, so unfortunately, I won't be able to use my Forstner's bits. There are other bits. I have some here. I believe they're right here. Or possibly not. I got them here, right next to my heart. Nope. Perhaps I'll put them down here. Now these bits are for drilling circles. All right. Now the downside on these bits is that they don't create a nice smooth circle. Because of the way they're made, they kind of tear out a little bit. The secret to that, which I'm going to show you when I make the bore, is that you put it down there where you want it, and before you try to drill down, spin it backwards so that it scores the wood before it actually starts drilling through the wood. If you score it first, you reduce the opportunity that the sides are going to have little tear out and splinters and shivers and slivers that break loose from the main piece of wood. So that's the bit I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and use my my drill press, so we'll be introducing that little tool here in a very short upcoming video. And the size of this one is actually 2.5 inches, so a good sized bird can fit through there. And we'll just make that hole somewhere in the center like this, and then you know, we'll have the hole, but we want to do that before we do the assembly, because if we do the assembly first, it's going to be kind of a little tricky to get it done. In any event, that's where we're at, and you know, I'll be coming back and providing you with some more updates as I get a little further along in the project. So Birdhouse II, well on the way to becoming a completion. I plan to put some little, you know, tricky little things on there just to make it look a little prettier. And you're going to get to see all of it. So come back and join me next time. Thanks for your views. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your subscriptions. And please, if you know someone who feels the same way you do about watching woodworking videos, share this one with them. Have a great day, and as always, be safe.